everyone. Welcome to your real estate expert. And today our real estate expert is broker Mr. Alex Ramos. Alex, could you please say hi to everyone?
Well, let me see. Before I say hi to everybody, I want to say thank you for inviting me to your show.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Alex. So we all know Mr. Ramos because he is on social media, like very consistent every week, and all the time he talk about real estate. He have all the knowledge, all the deep, awesome knowledge regarding to real estate. But I like to talk to Mr. Ramos a lot because I learned so much from him. He have very deep thinking, and his philosophy of life is something awesome, and I want him to share with us. So, Mr. Ramos, could you please share with us your philosophy of life?
MC, thanks for that great introduction. I don't know how can I overdo that. Again, thanks again. Again, for people that I know, hello, thank you again for tuning in, and for the people that are just watching us for the first time. We are in real estate here, and over time, for the last 28 years, I found out that just being prepared on everything we do, makes a big difference. So on anything that I do daily, I prepare ahead of time. So pretty much preparation is the key.
Wow, awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. So you said about preparing yourself, so including learning and practicing. Is that right?
It's the whole package.
The whole thing, yeah. Because I see you do that every day, even though you've been in this career for a very long time, and you're still doing that. That's why I admire you so much.
Thank you.
And not only me, the whole company here. Anyway, next question for you is, actually this is the first question. So a lot of time I heard myself and others saying, "Oh, I wish I have more time so I can do more or can achieve more." Do you agree with that?
Well, I totally agree with you, but looks like I have 25 hours, not 24.
No.
I'm sorry, my mathematics is wrong. So I only have 24 hours just like everybody else. I think it's not the number of hours that I have. I think it's pretty much what I use with my 24 hours. So I pretty much break it down into into three. You know what I do on 8 hours, and another 8 hours, and the 8 hours. So my first 8 hours of the day, that's my productive time. So I put focus on that, and the rest are like prioritizing everything. So I do the important things first, the hard ones. The one that really that produce more, I would say, outcome is what I do right away. So whatever is left, then everything will take care of itself.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when you say the first 8 hours, you do the hard things. To me, the hard thing is most of the time when you don't want to do it. Like when you're not feeling well, you don't want to do it, but you do it no matter what. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what if we don't have more time? But what can we do in our life to be more achieving or be more successful?
Well, as I mentioned in the very beginning, I prepare. So when I do that on everything I do, I believe that I don't waste time because I'm prepared. So it's just like when I show up, I'm ready to do my job.
Right.
So by having everything prepared, I mean my 8 hours is is ample enough to accomplish all I need to do.
Awesome. So just to go with what you said, focus the first 8 hours on what for producing. For example, for us as a real estate professional, the first 8 hours should be like will be selling, should be talking to client, should be closing transaction. Is that right?
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Anything that brings brings value to the client.
Right, right.
See, the thing is, I put the client first, and I believe after I've done what I need to do, mine comes later.
Awesome.
So it's always customer first, and then mine later.
So this is awesome. So what Mr. Ramos trying to tell us here is to we don't have more time, but we can always brings in more value, because I heard you said the service and the value to the client. You just said that, right?
Yes.
So we don't have more time for ourselves or for anyone, but we can always bring more value. Even if we are in sale, we can bring more value to our client, right, Mr. Ramos?
And that's what pretty much sale is all about. It's not just selling the product that we have, or in this case, it's real estate. It's really what will the customer benefit on what we are giving.
Right, right. So from what I heard from you, I learned that we don't have more time, but we can always bring in more value to our service. For example, let's make it something simple. Like if somebody working for a company from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., how he have only 8 hours of working, how does he bring in more value for the company? To me, if he stay focused on what he's doing and he trying to do his best on his job in that 8 hours, and trying to find a way to bring the company level to the next level, or the production to the next level, or the sale to the next level in that 8 hours, if that one employee focus and bring more value for the company, and that person will become very valuable to the company, become a very great asset of the company. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that one. It's like if I want to hold this job, if I'm an employee of the company, I would like to make sure that the company cannot afford to get rid of me. So I would learn everything about my job. So I don't want to say job security. It's just that for them to replace me will be very hard, because I know I bring value to the table.
I see exactly what you're saying, because there are people that we can easily replace, just like this. But there are people that I feel like no way, I cannot find anyone to replace this person. So that person is a valuable employee right there, very valuable. So what you're saying today is every day you prepare to be more value for the client, for your service. I really appreciate that. So I think that's all we have for today. So again, at summary, you have anything else to share?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. There are 5 things I always focus on a daily basis. Okay, number 1 is I focus myself to add value to people. Okay, and then number 2 is I think of ways to add value to people, and then number 3 is I look for ways to add value to people. Okay.
Wow.
All right, and then pretty much. I even wrote it up here. And then number 4 is I do things that add value to people. And number 5 is I encourage others to add value to people. So all those 5 things is pretty much my to-do daily to accomplish.
So can you say it again? So you add value.
Number 1 is I add value to people. I remember to add value to people daily. Okay.
I see that, because every week you go online, you show people tips or advice on real estate.
Yeah.
You do add value to people. And
then number 2 is I think of ways to add value to people. And then number 3 is I look for ways to add value to people. And then number 4 is I do things to add value to people. And number 5 is I encourage others to add value to people.
Alex, whatever you say, I see you do that every day.
Well, thank you very much.
You do, because everybody in the company, like no experience, whenever we need your help, you just stop whatever you're doing and you help us. You do add value to our life, our work. I learned so much from you. So whenever I need help, I think of you. You in trouble.
Well, that's fine. As a matter of fact, but whenever I can make a difference, by sharing, I'm there for the taking. Yeah.
You are awesome. Anything else? Because everything I get from you is something valuable to me. I learn so much from you. That's why I like to talk to you.
Well,
I try to pull everything out from you.
coming up to this age of wisdom, okay, I don't want to tell you my age here. Over the years, I have accumulated all this knowledge and experiences, and keeping it to myself is just gonna be a waste of time, a waste of life of years. So whenever somebody, like you said, come to me, if I can give part of myself to them, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
I totally, I heard this a few times already, and I appreciate it so much, Mr. Ramos. I always appreciate you and Linda a lot, because you always so kind and always supporting us and always helping and always show us that if we need anything, you're there for us. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, and like I said, there is a joy in giving. I just want to repeat that there's a joy in giving, and of course there's a joy in receiving as well. But I want to be on the giving part, because by giving I think of abundance.
I agree with you, and I think you talk about a joy of giving and a joy of receiving. I think the joy of giving would last longer, and the feeling is bigger. But the joy of receiving can end really quickly, and it doesn't last. So like somebody give me something like a phone, oh, I like it, but then not much, like can I put it down and forget about it. But when I do something meaningful in my life for someone, the joy will last forever. Whenever I think of that moment, I feel the same joy come back right away, right?
So it's like a reverse osmosis, right?
Yeah, this is so awesome. So again, Mr. Ramos, thank you so much. And so many times I talk to many people about you and Linda. I said, I admire Mr. Ramos so much because he always have a heart of helping and giving value to everybody around him. So again, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you again. Thank you so much for always being there for us and for everyone at the company.
You're welcome.
And everybody, Mr. Ramos is one of our best broker at Pacific Y. If you need help in real estate, he can speak 2 languages or more than 1 languages.
Yes.
What other languages you speak, Mr. Ramos?
Well, of course, my Filipino language, and of course English, poquito español.
and can you give us your phone number?
You can reach me at 408-398-4956, and alex@pacificwide.com. If you want to email me, I'll respond right away.
And everyone, if you like this video, if you like Mr. Ramos, like everybody at Pacific Wide like him, you can always share this video. And if you need help in real estate, he'll be an awesome broker that can give you a lot of good information and add value to your life, for sure. Again, Mr. Ramos' philosophy of life is we don't have more than 24 hours. We have the same exact 24 hours, everyone, but we can only add value to the people we serve, or to the people we know, or to the people we work with. So I hope you agree with us on this one, and I will see you again next time. Thank you so much, Mr. Ramos. Thank you.
Thank you, MC.
Doing the add value, that's awesome.